Good morning. It's day 39. I know I said it's day 39 yesterday, but I was confused. And I'm just leaving Manini. And a special thank you here to Pat Converney. Pat, if you're watching, thank you very much for all your help in finding me a place to stay last night and getting me there and back safely last night and this morning. I get asked a lot, aren't you scared, or told, you're very brave. And it's not that I'm very brave, it's just that I'm very driven. That if I have a dream, I figure out how to take it from wishing to planning to executing and to achieving. And if you have a dream, if you have a wish, just sit down and start making a plan to make it come true, and it will. It may not turn out exactly as you thought, but at least you'll be moving towards something new and bettering yourself, hopefully, in the process. So, heading for Dungiven, going over a mountain, Eagles Rock, and not too long a day, only 21k, but a big ascent, so I think it'll probably still take all day. And we'll see where I end up tonight. I believe that's where I'm going this morning. Barry, thank you very much for guiding me to Dungiven. What do I have to look forward to there?
They'll just say, sir, hey sir, how you doing, sir?
Oh, is that their thing?
Oh, that's their thing, yeah.
Yeah, and you were saying I shouldn't have any trouble finding a place to camp out?
No trouble at all. Look out for Paddy McVeigh.
Paddy McVeigh. That's your big brother or your little brother?
My older brother.
Okay,
I'll tell brother's brother-in-law.
I'll tell him that Barry, his little brother McVeigh sent me. Yeah. All right, thanks, Barry.
No bother.
Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
I'm really not sure if I'm going the right way at all. I came up through the forest following a really obvious gravel track. Went through a gate, got up to the top, it got rough, saw another stile, went over the stile, and then the trail sort of stops. And it's a choose your own adventure to get up and over this escarpment. So I'm just kind of zigzagging my way up, but there's no trail. Okay, I made it to the top of the escarpment, but there's a fence here and a fence up there. I don't know which side of the fence I'm supposed to be on, but I don't know if you can see it. There's a faint pressing track in the grass going this way. So I'm going to follow that because it's heading the right direction, and we'll see what I find. Okay, there's a couple of clues here that I've come the right way. One is there's a stepping stile of sorts for getting over the wire fence. And another is a sort of makeshift gate here. I can easily lift up that loop, open the gate and close it. Just be sure here not to wander too much to the left, because there's the escarpment edge right there. I think the trail continues along here. Again, it looks like a faint pressing in the grass. It's really not obvious. I guess everybody just chooses their own way of getting up here. Well, operator error. The extent of the directions in the Ireland Way guide says, make your way across boggy terrain. Make your way. Not turn north, south, east, west, ascend further, descend further. So I was headed off in the wrong direction. In the 90-degree wrong direction. I need to be going this way. Up and over. I thought it meant go up and across and down, because when I looked up at the mountain, it looked like there's this big crest to follow and then go down. but it's actually a much easier path. You come up and go over between this bog and that hill and down to that forest, from what I understand. I was headed off way up in the bog in that direction, heading for a totally different peak. But now I still have to, quote, make my way across the boggy terrain. But at least I'm headed in the right direction now. Ah, I found way markers. I don't care what they're for, I'm following them. Get me out of this bog, man! Now I have to find my way into that forest, but I'm not sure where I'm supposed to enter. But generally speaking, these markers seem to be leading to where I think on the map was directing me to enter the forest. Time will tell. So I'm completely off course. I'm supposed to be going through this forest, but I couldn't find a path in. It's a boggy, reforested forest, so the ground is not solid or predictable, and who knows where I may end up. So I came back to the outside. I'm going around the edge of the forest. I see that there's a clearing coming up, and I'm just going to somehow, I'm hoping there's an access road from the work that's been done in that clearing. I already had one fall into a turf trench. Now, that sounds like it's something big and I should have seen, but if it's old, it's grown over just like this, and you have no idea that it's under there. It looks like a trail because there's a slight indent, but it's not. It's probably a 6-inch wide trench, and my foot went right down up to about my knee and lower thigh, which sent me falling, which is alarming because of the 30 pounds on my back. I don't fall evenly, and it's hard to get up again when your leg is submerged like that. And it twisted, and oh God. Anyway, meltdown, and decided, no, I'm not doing this. I'm turning around. I'll go the way I can see. Not that I know it's the trail, but I can picture the map in my head, and I know it's following the trail just on the outside of the forest. So I've reached the clearing. I crossed a very deep ditch and climbed my way up. And so I'm just going to try to make my way down through the edge of this clear cut and hopefully to a road. Yeah, I am upset. I'm upset with myself. I'm upset with the lack of attention to safety on this trail. And I'm just upset because I'm lost, and I've never been lost. It's a terrible feeling. But look at this forest. I can't go through it. There's fallen trees all over the place. I don't even know how I'm going to get through right here. I don't know where this will lead. I'm hoping to the road. Obviously the big destructo vehicle came in through here, so I'm just going to follow this, which is a lot better than trying to traverse the boggy forest, which has such unpredictable footing. Unbelievable. Oh my gosh. I found it. Wow. I knew there had to be access up by a heavy vehicle. I just couldn't find that track until I went through the forest for, oh my gosh, a good hour or something. And this is the road that I guess the trail comes down to through the forest up there somewhere, but I could not find access to that trail, and I was standing right at the stile that has been hammered into the fence to step over the fence. But there was an Ulster Way insignia patch nailed to that. So I thought, okay, I'm in the right place. Now where do I go? And I went back, I went forth. I just simply couldn't find my way in. Well, I keep saying my guardian angels are with me, guiding me. I did panic a bit in there. I sure prayed a bit in there. And I did find my way out now just to get down to the main road and back on track. But I don't even know what time it is. I think that took maybe 3 hours. Oh, do you hear that thunder? Right when I come out of the forest. Amazing. Okay, storm, you can hit now. I'm safe. That would have been horrible if I was going through that in a storm. So, I don't know, it took 3 hours, 4 hours when it should have probably taken 2. Anyway, serenity now. Okay, a little more thunder. That doesn't scare me. I live on Georgian Bay, we get great thunderstorms. A little bit of rain, that refreshed me. Half a liter of water, I think, and a granola bar. And a road that leads to somewhere. So I'm okay now, guys. That was quite disturbing. Needless to say. Oh, here comes a little more rain. Feeling a little psycho with all these woo emotional swings. But you know what? When you're out solo in nature, your true self, you know that true self that you keep under wraps when you're in town or in front of people at a party, at work. Your true self is just under the surface. And it's impossible to hide it. Because who are you going to hide it from? Yourself? When you're out in the middle of nature solo? So when you're scared, you turn into like a scared kid. And you start to panic like a kid. And then your head takes over and you try to make wise choices. So I tried to do that. And hopefully I am on my way to the exit. You know what's great about sun showers? Rainbows. So I'm gonna keep a lookout. Even though I'm in the forest, there's gotta be one somewhere once this shower is done. Somehow made it around and through the forest and the bog. And the trail's supposed to come out onto a quiet country road. Well, I came out onto this road and followed it all the way to the end, but obviously not the right end. So again, I have a conundrum. What to do? To walk on a busy highway? To call one of the numbers that people have given me for help? To go back and take that road? I don't know. We'll see. So I went with plan B or C, whatever it was. I walked back up from the highway to this road. So I saw a faint tractor track coming across the field, climbed the fence, following the tractor track. Well, first there was a gorge. Got down in the gorge and back up out of the gorge the other side. At least there was no running water. And my hope is that by following a tractor track, it leads to the, quote, quiet country road that the guide talks about, the trail coming out of the forest and meeting up with and taking me down to Dungiven. Because otherwise, it's, yeah. See the traffic there? Well, not so bad, but it's pretty fast. It's not like high volume, but it's definitely not suitable for a pedestrian to walk several kilometers. And we're looking at about 6 kilometers, I think, at this point. So, tractor track it is. Weather update. It's dropped from about 28 degrees to about 12 degrees. You know it's serious rain when I've got the rain pants out as well. My theory worked. The tractor track led to a gate. There's no markings. And then this gate is chained, but just with a wire bit that I undid and then redid when I came through. And then here I am on the quiet country road. Well, I reached the right road. This is Cork Road, only 4.9 in the pouring rain to Dungiven. I am supposed to camp tonight, and I will, unless a better offer comes along.